Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Defenders. Today, we take on the Royal Gardens. And that's right, guys. Yeah, you think I forgot about my shrubbery pun? I would never forget about, okay? A shrubbery! Well, actually, the Royal Gardens are very pretty. We gotta protect our money, obviously. Here's the thing. I will say the Royal Gardens, as a map, has really never been that stressful to me. I don't think there's no new enemies introduced. Okay, hedge. It's just, it's a pretty map with pretty things, beautiful water, and a beautiful sky. Some people might say, the Royal Gardens, it's so high up in this. I will say, you know what's interesting, guys? Like, obviously, we're up here. I guess there's water all around the castle. There's never really a discussion of, like, where the castle exists in the terms of, like, a world. You know what I mean? There's not, like, a world map, which low-key, I think Dungeon Defenders 2 did and could be pretty cool. Wow, we're really not getting a lot of mana. And as you can tell, I really know where all these chests are. There are only 17 enemies, which is just not a lot. Now, I will say, there's a default way to like defend this map that I know off the top of my head. And so I'm going to copy that to the best of my ability. Why, guys? Because I'm lazy. And by lazy, I don't actually mean, to clarify, guys, I don't actually mean lazy, but I mean, basically what we have to do is we have to worry about that area. And then usually what you do is you set up something there, right? Don't you usually set up something right here? We set up something right here, and then we're gonna go to the other side. This map is symmetrical. I think all the maps in this game might actually be symmetrical. That's actually okay. Let me clarify here. That's not true. I actually can think of I was about to say I think all the default maps are symmetrical. That's also just a straight up lie, guys. Apparently Twitchy just likes lying, and I apologize. And then we're gonna throw, and then usually what you do is you throw a bunch of towers up here, and this just kind of becomes, dare I say, your kill wall, as some people would say, and hopefully we'll be able to deal with everything. I'm not saying this is gonna work perfectly, but I know, for example, like no enemies ever walk down here for whatever reason. They're always gonna walk this way. And I know that for a fact. Thank you, Wisp Tower. You do what you gotta do. Those enemies are always gonna come this way, and then that should be the way everything travels. Now, obviously, there are going to be more and more ogres, and that's going to be kind of something that we have to deal with. Just because, basically, the more ogres there get, it's not so much the issue of the ogre's HP, right? Because, honestly, we've been having pretty good luck with that one. The issue is that the ogre's ranged attacks, basically, while the ogre... Well, actually, you know what? Take it back. It is, technically speaking, the ogre's HP. Because the issue is that as the ogre is still alive, we aren't able to do enough... What I'm going to do, actually, guys, I'm going to add this. And the reason I'm going to add a little shroom plant right there is in my thought process, right? If the archers are standing on, like, the edges, and hopefully the gear here should be better that drops. If they're standing on the edges, then what we can do is the little shroom grenades will hopefully, like, take them out. I'm kind of concerned about everything. What I will say is I don't think ogres spawn here. I will say I know for a fact that wyverns are going to come directionally. And so I know this is going to be an issue. So let me do this just to provide some extra coverage, because I know wyverns come directionally towards these. And I think that if we leave our towers undefended, they'll cook them. You might be saying, Twitchy, why again? Why do you only have one hero? I mean, technically speaking, I actually don't have a good excuse. Okay, let's keep everyone's HP up. Okay, and by everyone's HP, I really mean XP. Thank you very much. Oh my god, look at the gargoyle mask. Come on, guys. Is it not cool that they, like, wear things? Oh, God. Guys, so many elements. And I mean, here's the thing. There's a lot of games. Actually, that's not true. I feel like, obviously having your characters wear gear, depending on what gear they're equipping, takes a lot of art. It probably takes a lot of rigging and all these things. But hey, I was about to say KingsIsle. Oops, not KingsIsle. Wizard 101, I deeply, deeply appreciate it. Wow. Guys, do we think that the aura of which the little mushroom does, which I don't love that it spins around, do you think it gets bigger? Because that looked huge. That looked absolutely insane. Either way, okay, thank you very much. That seemed efficient. And someone's here to level up. Don't level up. Okay, we're not leveling up yet. We don't need to worry about it. We're going to stick a little thing here. Thank you. I will say, unfortunately, I do think that the royal courts are, like, probably one of the most forgettable levels in the game. Generally speaking, just because no one really farms it. It does technically drop. Well, actually, that's not true. It drops 2 relevant pets that we will eventually get into, or 1.5 relevant pets. I say half because I technically think one of them is kind of relevant, but also, like, nerfed. But yeah, we're just gonna keep summoning here. Thank you very much. Okay, let's keep it going. You also see I have 130 DU or defensive units, right? Which is obviously it's getting bigger and bigger. I also say though, is the gear that's dropping here dramatically worse than the throne room? Because I'm gonna be honest here, I kind of feel like I'm getting scammed right now. Like, well, not like truly. Actually, you know what? No, I do feel like I'm getting scammed. I do not understand why this mushroom guy keeps going around and around. I will say I'm a little concerned about like our success here, so I'm gonna try doing this. Like this and like this. Ooh, okay. Well, you know, at least some bootstrap that are better. Am I being lazy and not upgrading anything? Yes. Do I want to ever upgrade anything? No. And so we're gonna try to avoid that as much as we can. Okay, it does like 13k. It's like pretty good. I don't know. We can just like add more. I mean, because here's the thing, guys. At some levels, I will say it gets to a point where like you don't need. Actually, that's not true. Actually, that is. I think it's not so much. Oh my god. Okay, so actually they are running the other way. I'm gonna need you to back up. Oh my god, please do literally like 2 more damage. Go. Okay. So actually, really quickly, we're gonna do this. Okay, because now I'm a little stressed. Okay, because that was actually really scary because almost I didn't do enough, which hopefully won't be an issue in the future. Thank you, minions. Okay, let's go proof the other one over there. Boom. Oh, okay, didn't mean to do that one. Thank you. Easy limit squeezy. And boom, boom. Okay, we made some progress. What I will say, once again, we're going to press escape. I will say at some point, we're going to start default being on Hornet. Once again, I'm just lazy, guys. Okay, we are getting money from this level, I guess. It just does not feel like, holy crap. I will say, when the lightning turret hits all the enemies, it really hits all the enemies, and it's absolutely insane. Guys, and here's the thing. I'm going to be honest here, guys. I'm just excited to see what endgame stats look like on these heroes. And by endgame, I don't even honestly necessarily mean endgame. I just mean, like, good stats. You might be saying, Trishy, don't you have good stats right now? Great thought process. The answer is absolutely not. Guys, I tried. You could see I was trying. And should I have maybe, you know, maybe I should have actually not been an idiot. Maybe I should have actually prepared everything. Yes. The answer is only an infinitely yes. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. Okay. I'm going to run it back. We're going to get to the same point and we will be there. Okay. Just because, you know, we're not here. We don't need to rewatch me reset up this level and do anything. Okay. So I will be right back. Okay, guys, you'll notice that I have, we're on wave 6. Okay, I'm on level 1 and level 2. Here's the thing. First and foremost, I set up, dare I say, the Great Armada. I don't know. I didn't really know what to do there. Okay, we obviously switched to Hornet. Just in case any of those little minions try getting past, which they already low-key kind of seem like they're getting past. I put a double barrier here because theoretically lightning deals with them and then those deal with those. And then this is the scary part with the ogres, but fortunately I can do like enough damage to hopefully supplement everything else, which is why I wanted to be Hornet. Also so I can move quickly. And ogres only really come from the bottom, and I think everywhere else should be super fine. I technically think this area is not going to be... Why are they dying? Oh, it's the mushroom aura? I think. I mean, if we look here, what are we looking at? 100 and... Yes, it is. Okay. Wow. Guys, you know, never look a mushroom in the face. Get what I mean? I mean, here's the thing, guys. I'm really intrigued what happens when I actually get a lot of range on this character instead of literally like the 2 range I have on her. What are we looking at here? We're looking at attack damage, AoE damage, 24,000. AoE duration, 3 seconds. Resistance decrease, 10%. Ooh, don't mind me if I do. Okay, and then everywhere else should be fine. Like here, easy be limit squeezy. Okay, as I thought, as required, as needed. Thank you. Oh my god, level up. I will say getting to level 73. Is it 73 or 78? Oh, guys, I actually don't know. I actually do think you also had to start getting more points as you level up. I guess I couldn't tell you the exact, maybe 500, 600, 700, 800. I'm kidding. Actually, 800 sounds surprisingly correct in my head. But I really couldn't promise anything. We're just gonna go here, keep upgrading these. Hopefully we win this level, and really should not be that much of a pain. And I'm gonna be honest here, guys. We won't be doing Royal Gardens again until May, I guess, probably Nightmare. But even then, you know, I'm gonna be honest, maybe for Nightmare, we might skip it. Because obviously, guys, here's the thing, right? theoretically, I've unlocked all the levels, and I'm doing them in this scenario because I figure we might as well. But for Nightmare, we might be a little more creative, just in the sense of like, you'll if you've never seen Dungeon Defenders before, you've seen it, and then from this point on, you've definitely, and I appreciate you watching. You've now seen it, and I feel like hopefully you have at least a basic understanding of how the game works. And then with Nightmare, you don't really even watch it redo the name. It's basically the exact same levels. I mean, are there little differences? Absolutely. Do I need to not press 6 on myself? Absolutely. Was that guy carrying an aura of death around him? Yes, he was. Which is interesting. I'm trying to think mechanically if that's relevant. I'm sure there's something there where that's relevant. I just don't know what. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I get it, minions. Okay, get out of here. Thank you. I do like the knockback on this weapon. I won't lie. Oh my god. He almost made it through. Oh, W. Okay. Now, I'm not saying the easiest level in the universe, but, the Royal Guardians weren't really going to give us trouble. Let's be honest here. Okay? Thank you. And yes, I get it. I'm the most valuable hero of all land. Let me just deep connect these guys really quickly just so I can swap back to Twitch D. We're going to press G. We're going to go to the next level. And off to the ramparts we go. I think they're right. Yes, guys. Ramparts. Now, the ramparts, this is a classic level, and I don't know why. I don't know why, guys, but this is a very classic level. Like, I think any Dungeon Defender person, if they've played this game literally at all, they will remember ramparts, and I couldn't really tell you why. I feel like it's a level that you tend to farm on. I know there are also a fair amount of challenges on this level, and I think it's because this level is a little bit wonky in design and objectively the worst way possible. Not in the sense of, like, bad in the terms of, like, it's actually probably a really good level design. It's bad in the sense that it's a pain in everyone's brain. Now, you're going to see here, I can press E on this, and it activates a War Ballista. You might be thinking, Trishy, you can fire a ballista? That sounds amazing. Are there going to be enemies here that you have to do that with? No. Doesn't mean there won't be. Okay, anyways, what I do think we're going to do is we're going to stick this here. That, you might be saying, Trishy, why are you sticking them on the roof? That will deal with the Wyvern. Guys, I will say, if there's any level that I've built for, like, 1 billion times, no, it's this level. And so I have a rough idea of what I want to do. Generally speaking, you're going to go up there, you're going to deal with that, then you're going to come down here, and this becomes a little bit of a tricky one just because sometimes the ogres kind of create a situation where you can't actually do enough damage. You do that, and the one other place is over here. And usually you don't do this, okay? Usually you don't jump off into the middle of nowhere because that'd be foolish. Let me spawn, please. Let me in, please. And then we're here. And usually we set up a defense here. Right? Oh, yeah. Okay, because, guys, here's the thing. It feels like there should be a crystal forward. There's no crystal forward. So then we, like, set up defense here, and then usually we're pretty golden. So hopefully, I think this should cover all our bases. Let me get all the enemies. And you saw there were more. See, it went from 100 to 154. I knew there were more enemies that spawned. Am I a little concerned? Yes. I guess I don't really understand why the poison does enough to everything, but I guess it's just, like, don't resist poison. And I wouldn't say it necessarily fires fast enough to, like, cover, but, like, low-key, I like 2 of these, I'm pretty sure we should be fine. Right? As soon as you start firing 2 of them. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, now, obviously, this was bound to happen, and what I will say is, go damage, go. Fortunately, our crystals are getting tankier and tankier. Okay, get out of here, minions. Get out of here, minions. The Ramparts is famously known for the amount of wyverns that come. Such there's also a challenge called Death from Above, which is literally only wyverns. Are we going to win here? We are going to... Okay. We are going to win. Can we risk any more wyverns coming? No. But fortunately, we shouldn't have to worry. Because what we should do here is... Thank you. I appreciate the heals. Ooh. Shoes. Ooh, not as good shoes. Okay. I want to do this. We're gonna throw this here, right? And then I'm gonna throw a storm cloud. And the storm cloud is basically for the rainy day, right? Or no, the Wisps tower is for the rainy day if they get too close. We're gonna throw another orb here. And then I also, honestly, I think we're gonna do this. And then I do think that if we can, I would love to go to the I would love to switch to Gandalf and put up some walls, because I do think that they are going to be relevant, because there are ogres that come, and my confidence in my defenses I would not describe as infinite. Oh, I would say, you know what it is with Rampart? You know why this is a popular level? There's only one. Or there's essentially only one Eternia Crystal. There's like two, but the other one like is really not that hard to defend. It's really one of them that gets attacked a lot more. And so maybe that's why it's popular. I'm going to throw this like here. I don't actually know if that's going to do anything. But we're going to go here. We're going to drop these off to Gandalf. We'll do this level. And then next time we're going to put up the defenses. And hopefully, I mean, it was pretty sufficient. I mean, it was sufficient, but it was pretty successful the first time. Obviously, we ran a little bit of a hiccup of those Wyverns. And let me do a little gander here, right? We're going to ignore that minion. We see those Wyverns here, right? We see these Wyverns. They're all dead. Good. The Electric are doing what he got to do. Now we see this Wyvern coming. The Wisp Tower's missing, kind of, but also is hitting. Okay. Okay, this seems functional. And then, like, this guy's living, but then the Wisp Tower does with it. Let's say, let's just, like, throw this here. Well, we need 8. Let's see, 8, 16, 24. We need 24 defense units, and we have enough. Okay. So then if we're going to do this, let's do this. Let's switch to F4, because that's Gandalf. Right, guys? Because I remember. Okay, let me get Forest Giant here. Thank you. Or Forest Golem. Apologies. Let me get a Forest Golem here. Thank you. And I can see that people are ready to level up. And that's, like, so great for all of them. But, like, please don't level up yet. I'm going to go over here. Forest Golem. Actually going to drop down. Thank you. Right there. Boom. Okay. There's that. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. It's great that you want to level up. I really appreciate that. Not right now. And then we're going to do F2, F8. And we should be golden. Though I do want to open the chest. I do want to look at the gear. Because I do think the gear... Like, I don't know if we're at the... Like, obviously, gear's going to be dropping that's better. I don't know if it's going to be level 70 requirements yet. But I just, I'm here just in case, okay? I don't think we're going to have any dramatic issue here too much. Mainly because I've played this level. And also, the slime minions seemed... I don't understand what's going on. They slow them. They do damage. I don't... Attack damage. See, it's because they do... It just seems like... I don't know if the poison enemies resistance just isn't happening. Get out of here, minion. I will say I'm a little worried about this. So, actually, let me upgrade this just so we can cover it. A base is 7,000. Okay, 16. I guess that's DPS. God, I will admit, DPS, I'm not smart enough to translate that. Overall, what I'll say is this seems to be covering this. This seems to be covering this, and this seems to be covering this. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, we got a little... Okay, little Boom Boom's enjoying Boom Boom. We've also got a little mage here. So you know what? Let me do this. Oh my god, guys, my foot's asleep. My foot's asleep. My foot's asleep. God, guys, I really hate it when my foot falls asleep. Isn't it weird? I think it's just like a... And right, it's theoretically, like, the sensation is thank you. Damn. Okay, gotta love that. The sensation is just like the blood rushing back to your foot or something. I think. I don't really know. But god, guys, it's crazy. Okay. Wave 7. Thank you so much. Okay. Guys, here's the thing. I don't think we're going to have any issues, so I'll be back when we're about to finish the level. All right, guys. See, we're on the final level. We're making some progress. I will say the ogre's just getting deleted, okay? We've upgraded this. I will also say, interesting thing about the wisp towers, it seems that if the wisp towers only have one target, each wisp hits them and it shoots 3 whiffs. So, like, low-key, its damage is, like, multiplied by 3. Which, here's the thing, guys. Not going to question. Okay, not going to question. Just going to be happy. They're going crazy. Everything's going terrific. We've really had no issues. The only thing I would say is, technically speaking, this is not safe up here. Which is not really shocking. And I would have probably honestly just needed to back it up a little bit. Which, hey, would have been fine. I will say all the gear that's dropping really hasn't been that great. Which is a little unfortunate. I mean, obviously, it's saying it's green, which is nice. It's not green. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, we're being lied to. Wow, that's epic. Damn, that's kind of fake. Either way. Oh my god, guys. Go, minions, go. Towers, win. Please, I beg of thee. Thank you. And let's heal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just like that, guys. Dare I say we're a winner. We're victorious. We are the legends. Thank you. Level victory. Good. Okay. We're doing this. Cool. Oh, let me do this. Let me click next level. I think it's the summit after this. No? I'm like 98% sure it's the summit after this. It's not. That actually makes sense. It's okay. Another very okay, guys. Here's the thing. You're gonna hate me for this one. Another very classic level. Endless Spires, another very classic level. Very common to farm gear on before the summit. Let me do this. Thank you. Let's do a little one, two. Oh, we have imps now. So the imps, I don't actually remember what do they do? Heals your nearby defenses but drains your mana. Whereas the fairies, they heal yourself and your allies. Which is why, and where do you get the fairies from? That's a great question. The answer is actually it's not very, I mean, it's from the gardens. It's from the Royal Gardens. I was talking about, the two things you did. It's from the Royal Gardens. Now, let's switch over to Hornet. We have 4 million mana. Thank you. Let me go here. Let me go to this one. Let me, okay, let me upgrade this all the way. Physique, that soul monster slayer. Okay, guys, I honestly was just gonna keep increasing his name until I could go crazy. Either way, we got where are we looking? We only have 5,900. Okay, so like honestly, here's what I would say, which is interesting. Like with 34 upgrades, it seems that our poison and our regular damage got to about the same damage. But I'm sure with a little bit more, I'm sure with like 60 or 70 upgrades in our stats, we could get higher and higher. Anyways, okay, we've done all this, which is absolutely terrific. Let me really quickly just swap to everyone just to make sure that if they need to level up, they can. As you can tell, leveling up has gone a lot slower. And will continually, I think, get slower. Or I'm assuming that the XP requirement is not, it's not a flat growth. Honestly, give me some aura size, okay? Anyways, let's go back to Shroom. And guys, dare I say, our goal obviously is to reach the summit, but let's get going at least with the Endless Spires for now. Now, the Endless Spires are a little scary for a couple of reasons. A, because there's a lot of enemies. B, there's a lot of enemies. And C, there can be a lot of ogres. Also, there's 3 Eternia Crystals, which theoretically is more intimidating. Now, do I perfectly know how to deal with it? No. Do I... That being said, I did farm it a lot last time I played through this game. Not that I've ever played Dungeon Defender before. Again, guys, my first time playing Dungeon Defenders. Don't even know what this game is. So I have a rough idea. And we're going to see. Basically, I want to set up like one, you know what, guys, I'm saying basically, well, instead of basic, how about we just do it? Basically what you do is you set up one here, one there, and one here, and then one here. And then your biggest other issue is Wyverns. And Wyverns / flying enemies do prove to be very annoying, especially when you start adding a variety of enemies. I think in the beginning okay, let me add everyone else. Okay, might as well. We went from 25 to 37. Okay. But hopefully our baseline won't be that bad. And I do think obviously with our beautiful forest gold, no, with our forest golems, we should be in a safe spot. Okay. Thank you. Let me go. Whee! Guys, isn't the sky so pretty on this map though? Like this is so beautiful. Like isn't it insane? Like guys, it's crazy. It is, guys, this game came out, and like, don't get me wrong, the graphics have been updated. To some extent, but not like to an extreme extent. Like, because obviously you can tell it's like old still. Like, if you look at this pillar, it's still old. Well, there's still like, there's such a charm. I really think there is something, and I'm sure everyone, you don't have to. Actually, I take it back. You don't have to agree, but I think there's something really said to be true. It's like a semi-consistent art style that is like thematic is really pretty. And like, I don't know, like I don't need my game to look that much prettier than this. Now, I will admit that I do think that like, obviously these towers, I do think they look a little bit better than the rest of the textures. Okay, I think the enemies maybe look a little crunchy sometimes, but overall, I think it's an absolute vibe. And we're just gonna go through this, and we're gonna set up our defenses, and then if we're chilling like a villain, okay, to quote whatever K-pop group that is, and guys, here's the thing: if you know what K-pop group that is, do let me know. It's not Cat's Eye. Why? Because unfortunately, I'm too old for that to be Cat's Eye. Thank you. We're gonna be vibing now. A very common reason that you farm this area is specifically because on the first wave on Nightmare, they spawn one ogre, and to deal with that, I just don't know which way the wyverns spawn, and it's very annoying. And then after that, you can open the chests. And the chests usually allow you to upgrade your gear in a very easy manner. Now, they did revamp all of the gear, or the way the gear grows. And so I'm assuming that they just extremely balance the levels. So honestly, we might not even need to pull that strat, but that's one of the strats. I will say I have my own strats because obviously the Dungeon Defenders where you would do Eternal Spires to like upgrade your gear to get like good godly, and I don't think Transcendent, maybe a Transcendent piece. it's a very different Dungeon Defenders. And now, honestly, you can just, generally speaking, like if you're really trying to speed run this game, you just do the hardest level you can. You do the hardest level at the hardest difficulty. And your goal is to basically just survive minimum waves, because as long as you can open the chest, you're golden. And there's a lot of little sneaky stacks you can do, and we're going to explore those. But for now, hopefully we're going to be good. I'm a little worried that these towers aren't going to hit them when they need to hit them, but hopefully they do. The one annoying thing I will say about this level is the enemies have 1 million travel time. But you know what we're going to do, guys? I'll be back after we set this up and we get through the waves. And I'll show you the final setup, and we'll be there then. Okay. Guys, as you can see, we've used all our defensive unit. This is my basic plan. We've got Forest Golem, Sludge Launchers, Lightning, Forest Golem, Web Wall, because I had a bunch of DU. Bada Bing, Bada Boom, Sludge Launchers, Lightning, Sludge Launchers launching 2 Forest Golems, which I want everywhere. And then we have Witch Towers on the edges. I think this event will hold up, and I'll be back if it doesn't. Otherwise, we're going to hopefully beat this level. And we're back, guys. Okay, we, you know, as you can see, Gandalf's a little hurt. That's because of stupid little... Oh my god. Well, we're back. Wow. We have not had a single issue until now, which, guys, have I upgraded anything? No. I've been lazy. Okay, guys, was I scrolling on Reddit? Absolutely not. That'd be insane, guys. What would I be doing during a tower defense game otherwise than highly paying attention to everything going on? Of course, guys. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Dungeon Defenders. Okay, the game's amazing. The game is a perfect game, dare I say. Sometimes, guys, you're just sitting there waiting for your defenses to win. Why? Because that's what you do, okay? Because you're a winner. And that's what you do, and you enjoy it, okay? Thank you. And I could run around and look at loot, though. I'm really not... I don't know. I've run around before. None of the loot here really seems that much better. Like, it seems very in a line with everything else I've gotten so far, which is a little depressing, but that's okay. Only one more enemy. Oh my god, guys, what's that? Wave complete. Oh my god, dare I say we won. Also, what is interesting, guys, if you see, all my heroes are now level 71, which shows that all our because you can see our XP is so much more, right? We need 6.8 million. I can see the XP requirements past level like 70 dramatically increase, which makes more sense. It is harder. We're gonna go to the next level, except we're not actually going to the next level. Okay, mind you. Thank you. Okay. We're not gonna worry about the summit just yet. Okay, guys, here's the thing, guys. Don't worry. We 100% gonna be doing the summit, even though I don't think I'm that confident that we can win, but I wanted to show you guys one other thing. That's a classic. That's pretty great. Oh, I forgot the monk. Oh my god. Launch a hero and arrows at your opponent only will follow the monk. Interesting. As you can see, we're getting more and more units that are cooler. Armor still sucks. Weapons tend to also just super suck. Ironically, the pets are the only thing that ever tend to be good, and even then, not the best. Hello. Thank you. I would love to give some mana. Either way, guys, there's one thing I want to show you. Now, obviously, guys, I've been showing you all of these, right? These are campaigns. There's also challenges. Now, challenges, there's a billion here. You can see, like, and when I say a billion, there's like a billion. There's a lot of classic ones, which, honestly, I couldn't even tell you how I unlocked them. But as you can see, I've beat literally almost none of them on hardcore because, honest truth is, guys, I was lazy and it doesn't really matter. The one I do want to show you is the one that everyone cares about, which is called Assault, which is here. Okay, guys, I don't actually know if I can do this level, but I want to show you real quick, okay? Now, you might be saying, now, wait a minute, Twitch team. Why are there towers already set up? That's right, guys. We are the attackers. But now, it's not as crazy as us setting waves. It's just literally us being an attacker. Now, what they do is they reduce the range of your weapon, they reduce your pets, and they lower your HP. And I'm going to be honest here, guys. Usually, I'm not saying it's a nightmare to do this. It is a little stressful. And I'm already dead. As you can tell, it's a little bit annoying. There's these things that zap me. There's a lot of different things. Now, I will say, guys, do we theoretically want to win this? Yes. And I'll be honest here, if you're trying to win levels like this, there's a lot of things you can do, mostly related but not limited to the fact of you're trying to kind of manipulate the range limitations they give you, right? As you can see, I didn't have infinite range. Now, this weapon's not great. You know what weapons are great? Explosive weapons. There's a lot of different things you can do, and if we really want to get into it, we can. It does actually give a really cool weapon as a reward. And so at some point I'll like switch, like, oh, if we had the grenade launcher, that'd be great too. But either way, guys, tomorrow, dare I say, we take on the final part. We take on the summit, which I apparently have never beat on Nightmare, which really, damn. Okay. Either way, guys, I mean, we're going to have to beat on Nightmare at some point. Either way, guys, we're going to hopefully beat the summit. I'm a little concerned about our DPS, but we'll give it a shot. Either way, guys, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you had a wonderful time. It's not a stream, it's a video, but what can I say, guys? I'm a little cooked in the head. Either way, stay defending.